All right. How's it going tonight, everyone? Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope your week's off to a great start. And yeah, we got a bunch of weird stuff to do today. We got some stuff we're gonna fix in Retro Purple, and we'll see what we get there. But thank you, Reckonauer, for the 96. Holy crap, it's been a long time months. Hope you're doing well. Wait, when did you go back to tier 3? Like, I just noticed you're a tier 3 sub. Okay, sure. Just now? Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm like, wait a second. You used to be tier 1. What's going on? Either way, how's it going, Subuntu? Welcome. How are you? And congratulations on being first. Claiming first. Let's go. Yeah. On redeeming first. Let's go with that. Yeah. So, all right. So tonight we're doing weird stuff. So I was working on a pull request earlier today. So with Retro Purple, we have all these ideas. So we have all these protocols available, but like by default they don't work. Right, but like they look like they should work because they have server names and stuff, but they all point to all the official stuff that's all taken down. So we were like, well, we should blank them out. We don't want to necessarily like endorse another service or something. We're not opposed to necessarily doing that. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to figure out what that entails. Blah 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 blah. Right. Plus the idea of networks in Pidgin 3 are a much better solution to that problem. We'll see. You said that. Anniversary is in like 2 days, so it'll take over soon. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, so in the meantime, what we're trying to do. So, anyways, I got into talking to some of the people that run Nina.chat, and it was like, oh yeah, Pidgin doesn't connect on AIM by default. You just get error response or whatever, error parsing response from authentication server. So. What I realized, so they implement Kerberos support, and the path of least resistance for us to connect to Nina looks to be like it's going to be Kerberos. So we can just plop in the Kerberos URL in the port, tell Pidgin to use Kerberos, should work, quote unquote. However, it doesn't because we tie out with an error. This one right here. So apparently, according to Animadoria, something like that, the problem is that our request does not have the host header set. So, yeah. So, like, the HTTP API in Purple 2 is garbage. You can tell because we are creating a string with the raw HTTP right in it. And technically speaking, this isn't even right. Because it's supposed to be that. Right? Ugh. We're going to skip that for now. But HTTP line endings are carriage return line feed. Like, that's just the way it is at the protocol level. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna add host. Oh, we can't do this here. Hold on. Okay. Add the host header. So that's gonna be g string append printf hosts %s/n comma get host. No, we don't know the host because it's in the URL, and the URL is the whole damn thing. Or is it? No, we don't need this. That was me trying to debug. Alright, so we can just call this. And this should get us there. We have the count here, I'm assuming. Oscar data. We have the purple connection. Purple connection, get account. Alright, this is just for testing right now to see if this works anyways. So we build. Oh, get there. So I have the plugin. Oh, wait. Oh, we're probably... Let's just make this a little bit easier to fucking read. Host equals... Fix that in a second. I'll change this back to host name. Oh, that's the problem. I'm a dummy. Uh-oh, Fallen took third. Q-Logic can't get his third meme today. Nobody got second again. Error parsing response from server. And I don't have the debug window open. Lovely. It gave me a 200. Okay, so that got us past the first problem. Oh, stretch already? Oh, I popped my elbows real good right before the stream, too. Oh. You know, so I kind of forgot I had these things, too. These are called bongers. And what you're supposed to do is... Yeah, I know. But what you're supposed to do is, like, you use them to, like, loosen up muscles and stuff. And I forgot I had them. I've been using them on my neck. My neck muscles, or my trap muscles. Trapeziums muscles have been bugging me. But I could make this a redemption. Use bangers. People are like, what? What the fuck is this? But yeah, so... Oh, that one's real bad still. But yeah, they're good. They're nice. All right. So now we don't. That code I deleted would be helpful, and of course now I don't have it. So in the login callback, where was that? So this part here, we're like purple. Debug, info, Oscar Kerberos. Am I spelling that right even? Yeah. Family, %0x, snack. I have no idea what any of this stuff is, so please don't ask, because I have no idea. I never bothered learning most of the protocols. Other people implemented them, and that was A-okay with me. Okay. Oh, I forgot that stupid problem again. So they gave us back family 50C and snack 4. Before I forget to do this again. Purple 2 didn't do line endings for you for whatever reason. So where's the Nino wiki? Give me this. Alright, fuck, what do we have? What did I say, 50C? Like, we might not be able to do a bunch of this, but we'll see. Boom, boom. And I don't know if Animadora is awake or not. Alright, so 53 and 0003. That's what we're expecting. So we got the right family. But we are expecting... I didn't recompile. We got snack 4. All right, we'll see if they respond. Otherwise, in the meantime, I know Mark still has some of this stuff up on his site. KingAnt.net was a particularly bad clusterfuck. I mean, it was its thing. It was a thing. Family. Yeah, he doesn't have any of this here either. OSC Oscar 50C Kerberos. I don't think this is gonna get us there. Nope. It's in Arabic. Guess what? I don't speak that one. Also, I thought I had dark mode on for Chrome. Or for Firefox. What? Oh, alright, whatever. Oscar Kerberos documentation. There's so many of these out here, too. No, this is not the same thing. Oscar AOL. There's Mark stuff. Oh, hey. That helps. Oh, Annie Midoriya is responding. Receive Kerberos response. We look at it. Wait, what? That's. Sorry. Apparently, I can't read. No, we got snack 4. Error parsing response from authentication server. Hold on. I'm trying to explain this and I'm doing a shit job of it. I mess up the conditional in my head. We don't get snack OX5C, or we do get snack OX03, and we error. Oh, wait. Or if we do not get snack, then we error. Okay. They linked me to this. I'm saying they because I thought the pronouns were she, but then somebody in their Discord server said he. So now I have no idea. Yeah, wait, what? Oh, you said with URL. I don't know that I have the URL. I don't know what else is in this thing. That seems weird, though. Like, why are we nulling that out right away? Keep in mind, I have avoided this protocol like the plague. So, yeah. Where's she looking? Line 200. Do. Should have multiplayer. Issue sensors are 5 the server. Like, what? No. Do. All right. No, I'm probably not in streamer mode here, am I? That would be a little bit more obvious what's going on here. Do. Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? Do. Original time in World of Warcraft? Nice. Wishing to be a good programmer? Well, it happens with time and practice. You gotta do lots of stuff to get good. Just like anything. Like, I'm guessing you're okay in World of Warcraft, and you probably have a large amount of hours into there. Alright, well, let's do this. I don't know why I have these on 2 different ones. Pidgin, -C, purple, Nina. Whoa! Okay, that's fun. Define original dev. Like, the original dev quit in 1998, maybe 1999. I've been on the project since 2003. I took it over in 2016. I did not. I have not learned Vim motions. That's a personal thing. You got to decide if it's for you. It's not for me. I'm across way too many things at a time to care about it. Um, like, no. Yeah, so yes, I have been on this project for 22 years, but I'm not the main. I'm not the original. How's it going, Johnny, man? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is supposed to be 3, and if that's not, then we die with other stuff. What did we actually die on now? I will say I did just learn about delete inside of in Vim today, and that's kind of nifty. So you can do like DI double quote, and it'll delete. If you're in a double quote, it'll delete everything in the double quote. Oh, gotcha. So she's saying that should be a 4, and then it should say invalid password. Incorrect password. Okay. Okay, so I'm checking what my password is here. I mean, that looks okay. Is that actually what it is? I have no idea. Okay, you guys can hear me, but I just realized what the problem is. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can turn that off. Aim encode password. Oh, We, No, so AIM officially shut down December 15th of 2017. But there's a couple different, server implementations people have created of their own clone implementations. And they're getting some traction, which is fine. But people are coming to us for support. And I'm like, hey, well, Pidgin used to work. Why can't I use it on this new server? And it's just like, fine. All right. So we pulled all our protocol plugins out to its own repo. This hasn't seen a release yet. We're trying to get stuff still nice and stable and ready and blah, blah, blah. And that's the idea here. So, yeah, well, same deal. They also run ICQ servers and MSN and Yahoo. So, yeah. Think about learning Rust desktop app. I'm not the person to ask. Yeah, so Nina.chat. I keep wanting to type Ninja. AIM and ICQ, classic AOL, Yahoo Messenger, classic AOL. Shit, they even have Q-Link support. Like, it's for real thing. Then there's also Retro AIM server. So you can run your own AIM server if you want. And there's MSN Escargot, or is it just Escargot now? I don't know. There's a ton of this stuff. You use punters on AIM. I used to run punters on AOL. I used to write punters on AOL and other Where's tools and AOLs. um... Or actually, miss the old internet? Yeah, yeah. I don't have any of my punters anymore. I'd have to find them, but I did have some base files, BAS files from Visual Basic for making AOLs. I did find some of those recently on a zip disk because I was going through old shit. All right. So what we're gonna try here as the quick, obvious solution is I'm gonna go log into Nina, and I'm gonna go change my password. Sure. We're gonna go to 12 characters. Sure. Yep. Update that. Okay. Cool. All right. So then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna plop this in. So now I have an 8-character password, one that shouldn't be truncated. And okay, accept. Yep. So it looks like I'm online. We want to go room list. I guess room list doesn't work. Join a chat. Grim Elite. How do I join? It's my take on Signal. I mean, it works. It's cool. It's annoying that they don't want people, third-party clients on it. But what are you gonna do? Chat. All right, so I know they have a room called. Where is it? I already at closing time or something. Nope. Where the hell is it? Last call. My bad. Not closing time. Last call. I was close. Yep, there you go. Nice. Where's the channel now? All right, cool. I don't know how the hell the rest of the room list stuff's supposed to work, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Reckonar, are you still here? I don't remember if room list ever worked for AIM. Like, clearly chats do, but I don't remember if you could search for them. Like, obviously it's not here right now. I don't know if we broke it. Yeah, do you remember if room list ever worked for AIM? Remember you never used chat rooms on AIM? Okay, fair. like, like I use chat rooms on AOL, but not on AIM. Yeah, so. All right. In AIM ICQ. All right. But we should be able to pull request this as is. Yeah, so basically you set after these winners, so you'll see the diff. Right. Oh, we can get rid of my debug line. Right, that's it. that's all it took to make it work. Yeah, it was right there. Let's see. Can we say AIM password encoding? Oh, password decoder. I don't know if Nina is running retro AIM server or something else. Maybe it's under the wiki. Wiki, 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 wiki. I am freedom. It also includes protecting individual developers from lawsuits related to the software. Why could they be sued? Because, like, they... So, nobody isn't an employee, and everybody is their own, like, all contributors are, for lack of a better description, are independent contractors, right? There's no affiliation for the developers with I Am Freedom. So, like, so take, for example, the situation where Beeper reverse engineered iChat, or whatever the hell it is. iMessage, right? So Beeper ended up buying that from somebody, but it got popular because Beeper tried to push it. In this case, let's say Apple went after the guy that originally developed it. I Am Freedom would be willing to, or would entertain the idea of trying to support them how they could. But, like, you know, Apple could have went and sued the person that originally wrote that long before Beeper bought them. Yeah, see, I don't know if... Union's AIM server is currently up and running for everyone in beta. ICQ is also now in a free open alpha. Fun experience to AIM and ICQ servers, all of its protocols. Please consider donating. It helps host, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I don't know if this is retro AIM server or not. Like, it could be. I don't know. I keep overlooking this damn channel. Okay. Man, I don't even know where to start with. Oh, wait, they got docs here. Client, Docker, Linux, run it. No, these are not the docs I was looking for, except maybe. No, I'm looking for the password code here. But hopefully that answered your question, Bustronic. Should I clone this? No, I didn't. What, that companies will... So, like, the whole reason our project is named Pidgin, when it used to be named Game, is because AOL would... As part of being the owner, or whatever you want to call it, of a registered trademark in the United States, and I'm sure other places too, but I don't know for certain because I'm not a lawyer. Part of maintaining your trademark is that you have to defend your trademark. So, on at least 2, but I believe 3 occasions, when we were still named Game, AOL, to defend their trademark, sued the lead developer of Game. On the last time, which I think is the 3rd, but I'm not positive because I don't remember exactly, they were suing Sean Egan directly, as he was the lead developer at the time. And instead of doing what his predecessors had done, which was retire and hand off lead developers to somebody else, which completely threw a wrench in the legal proceedings, because how do you sue somebody for trademark infringement when they stopped and they're no longer associated with said trademark infringement? So at that point, that's when we created I Am Freedom, was so that individuals wouldn't get named directly in lawsuits, and instead I Am Freedom would get sued. Now the board is still on the hook for a lot of stuff, the board members, but that's the basis of it, and that's why we created I Am Freedom. It's because that's what would happen. I got talk in here too. Oh, I was just gonna clone and then grep for password. Roasted with a roasting string if coming over a flap connection CPU. Test file, state, user go. And then blackout. Blackout from what? Oh, so just to quickly rehash, we renamed to Pidgin to stop infringing on AOL's trademark of AIM because we used to be called Game. And AOL would have to defend their trademark, so legally to keep their trademark. So they would the only thing they could sue before I Am Freedom was the thing was the lead developer. So that's what they did, and that was obviously a problem for the lead developers. Fuck, there's a lot here. Also, I'm confused. Why is this only in Kerberos when it seems like client auth should have this too? Oh, unless this just sends a password directly? where Secret came from. What the fuck is Secret? Oh, parse client login response. Okay, and then we shot that with the password. Okay, wait. So, okay. All right. Programming in third world sucks. Yeah, that'd probably make sense. All right. So we need to look for Kerberos instead, and I don't know if that's going to be here. Curb. Well, there's a lot here. Kerberos log. Oh, that's mock auth test. Kerberos API times Kerberos login. That's just types though. Snacks. Unmarshal Big Indian. All right. Right there, responding. Cool. All right. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to put here. Now it's AIM-style Kerberos authentication for AIM 6.0. Credit for our understanding snack structures go to this mailing attachment from 2007. Huh. It's only us. Okay, so they write the screen name and then the plain text password. I don't know why we encode it. Unless that's whatever this wire.tlv list is. We just XOR it according to the encoding tape. Like, what I could do is something like mod 16, right? We can try that, see what it does. I'm gonna change my password back to something long. That's fine. That looks longer. Copy. Autofill. Update. We're not running anymore. Good. I'm just modifying the password over here because it's easier this way. Okay, I think that's 20-ish characters. Oh, it's 19, whatever. It's over 16. Who cares? Right. Yeah, incorrect password. All right. So, as we're waiting for that, we could go ahead and pull a request. Well, let's just do this. Get branch. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get stash. I'm gonna fuck this up. Well, we'll see what happens. Switch main. Get switch. Create. Anchoros. Nina. Get stash. Pop. Oh yeah, that did not work. The mod 16. Oh, because encoded is probably not the right size. Alright, apparently we can skip the XORing and just pass it directly. Fuck, where was that? Oh, I'm in... No, yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck me. Sure. Looks like our code's garbage anyways, so... Um... Anyway. Alright, so the body... I don't know what this... the hell this post username bullshit... What is all this post stuff? Oh, okay. That's weird, but alright. Oh, no, never mind. I'm like, I'm reading this as a new line. There's the carriage return. I'm like, why though? It's binary. Like, no, 1D is not new line. What is 1D? Group separator, whatever, sure. But yeah, so this is dumb. This goes through. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It's kind of garbage. And apparently, Nina is not retro aim server, and it's from scratch. So that's interesting. But the length takes the length of the password and adds 10 to it, or adds 16 to it. That's got to be the pre and post of the password. Yeah. Yeah, so pre and post are probably going to be 16 bytes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Weird. But yeah, so it takes the first 4 bytes of the, or so whatever, that puts the size in, then it starts the password. Oh no, that's pre-password, my bad. Who cares about that? Then, oh, okay. Then it gets the length of the password and it adds 4 for the post. Okay, so it sets the whole size of it, and then it writes the size. Wait, what? I'm so confused. All right, well, hold on. Let's do this. Instead of password XORed, let's just do this. I thought this was splitting it up and doing it as separate writes, but it's not. It's just dumb. Okay, still incorrect password. Hmm. Do we keep the XOR thing or do we delete it? I don't remember. We kept it. Okay. Or whatever, the modulus. Um. Oh, this doesn't tell you how many bytes were written. Oh, that's fine. Part of this still seems wrong though. Like, I don't understand why the fuck is this the entire, like, that the math on this doesn't work. We take the length of the password plus 16. We write that to the body. Then we write pre-password, which is 10 bytes. Don't get confused. This is 16, not 10. Right? The pre-password is 10 bytes. Post-password is 4 bytes. So All right, so like I don't understand why the password length is in here to write pre-password. This seems wrong, right? But like it works with a shorter password. So then that would write 10 bytes, the pre-password. But like, why the fuck does it add 4 to the password length? Okay, that's for the post password. So take the password, add 4 to it. That gives us the length. We write the length out. But then it takes the password, the length of the password, converts that to that, writes that, and then, like, what the fuck, man? Alright, well, this is going to crash, I'm sure, but let's see what it does. Error parsing response, and of course, I'm not showing the responses. It's 200 something. Um, oh, why didn't do this before? Oh, I forgot the stupid new line again. So, where in the error codes? I've seen them on here somewhere before. None of them are here. Alright, well, whatever. We're getting 1, whatever the hell that is. That's probably like bad request or something, whatever, right? And that makes sense because we're fucking around with it and we don't know what we're doing. um... Oh, well, we'll see what it does. I'm like, I kind of don't want it in Big Indian. I kind of want it in something I don't have to convert. Snack through error 0019. Code is messages, snack through error. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Looks like we're dying after the fact here. Now it works. Okay. warning. I was all right, Stockfish. How's yours? I didn't get as much done as I wanted, but that's par for the course. All right. We don't need this. Ugh. Oh, we can get rid of that. 172. All right, whatever, looks good. All right, we need to go back. We're gonna make sure this works one more time. Then I'm gonna go set an easier password, one that's less than 16 characters. Cool. Random password. 7 characters, sure. Oh. I somehow didn't copy right. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Cool. Got some yard work taken care of. I was a bit cooler. Sorry if the smoky air was nice. Yeah. I got an... So, Friday, I was losing my shit over my lawnmower not working still. Remember, I said last week I had to take it into the shop. Well, they're like, well, it's just bad gas. Just drain it and put this other stuff in. I did that. And it didn't work. And I'm like, this is the 3rd day I've tried to get the lawnmower running. Or 3rd time, I should say. And I'm just like, I'm fucking done with it. So, I ordered a new one. A Greenworks electric mower. My batteries weren't exactly charged when it got here and stuff, but I finally got my lawn mowed after like 4 or 5 weeks. I don't remember. So, yeah, that was the fun I had this weekend. All right, get branch. Update Kerberos in aim to fix connecting to Nina.chat. Setting the server, or setting the following options will allow you to connect. I'll just grab it from here. Buggy. I don't remember what the hell the setting is. Pidgin, my C tilde purple Nina. Like, I see what it says here, but I don't know what it says in the UI. Oh, authentication method. Okay. Okay. They're giving me things. Cool. Unit push, origin, aim, Kerberos, Nina. I mean, technically I have a Twitter. I don't use it anymore. I don't even list it on my social media stuff, but all my other social media stuff is right over there. Oh. Oh, I was just going to screenshot it too. I wonder what happens when you do that, when it becomes a commit message. Probably just links to it, huh? All right. Oh, it's going to double check. Yep. So we deleted aim and code password. We fixed that snack. I get rid of the Xword password. We grab hostname. We get rid of the encoding. We replace that with password. And then we fix the hostname. Okay, cool. Okay. I don't really want to do the client login stuff right now. We're gonna fix this real quick, and then maybe we'll look at the client login. But otherwise, there's Pidgin 3 stuff we got to get to. QLogic pointed out that most of the file, or the whole file, uses tabs, so we might as well fix that part. I'm like, son of a bitch. I should have checked that. Okay. This is in Y message.c lines 4926. Yeah, this section is just messed up. Okay, well, it's mostly right. We're gonna, I guess we'll fix this way. Yeah, I'm not interested, and this sounds like a scam. Most of the time when people are like, hey, I'm going to send you a raid, it's some bullshit bot stuff. Like, if you're going to raid, you don't have to announce that you're going to do it. Yeah, your Twitch account is 3 days old. And yeah, that's, yeah. Go grift somebody else. Jesus. Yeah, why don't I just give you my password? Damn. Fuck is this branch name again? Why message warning? Is that why I didn't have complete? Maybe if I gave my Twitter password, I wouldn't have made the typo. I don't know that's necessarily a bot. But people, like, one of the reasons why my raids require you to have at least 2 people in your raid is because people have raid flooded me before. So they'd have a whole bunch of spam Twitch accounts that they would all claim were streaming, and then they would raid at once, right? So you'd get 100 one-person raids. Well, it's a lot harder for them to get multiple people into those raids. So if you just put the raid count at 2, you basically squash that entire problem. Yeah, go for it. Whispering Ravens, go for it. But I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. But we'll see. But then, like, there's also, like, follow bots where, like, people will pay, or people will ask you to pay so that you can get additional followers on your Twitch and stuff like that. And it's all garbage. All right. So, yeah. But, like, imagine coming into somebody who's been streaming on Twitch for 8 years, has a fair amount of followers, and going, hey, I'm going to raid you with a bunch of stuff. What's your Twitter? What the fuck, man? Good times. All right. Do we want to look at client login quick or not? Oh, shit. I fucking hate you, Git. I do this all the fucking time. There was no changes here. I should have hit compare. Because there's nothing. Because I forgot to add it because of the fucking stage. But when you look at this one, oh, hey, there's the fix. Maybe if I share my Twitter, Git will tell me when I forgot to actually add a file to the commit when I'm amending. Yeah, we don't care, man. We've had people try to do all sorts of bullshit for us, so bye. Like, I thought maybe you'd have the sense to leave on your own. Clearly, that's not the case. You're as bad as the guy that's like, hey, can I set up QuickBooks for your charity? No. No, you cannot set up QuickBooks for my corporation. Like, why do I have to explain this to you? That's just no. Then another person that wanted to set up some fucking crypto ledger for us, and it's like, no, fucking stop. Crypto's a scam. I'm sorry you still think it's real, but it's a fucking scam. As a former employee of a Bitcoin exchange, it is a scam. Just fucking hell. All right. We're stupid enough to want QuickBooks. We do it directly with the vendor. Yeah. It's just the things people do to try to scam you and shit. It's unfucking believable. It's just like, no, stop. Um. The funnier part is 3-day-old Twitch account went through with phone number verification and everything to chalk in here. Or is it the must follow for a day or something? I don't remember. I know I don't have to follow to talk. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, yeah. Crypto's not just a scam, it's a grift. Yeah. I'm like, hold on. Uh-oh. The kitties are finding their ways into bags. Like, what's the real business of crypto aside from arbitrage and commissions? There isn't, man. Remember, crypto was supposed to replace fiat. Yep, it's done a great job of that. Instead, it's just become money laundering and a speculation tool that you use to speculate with it. Yeah, I know, Toggle, I know. Did you see that their account is 3 days old? Also, if you all somehow don't know Togglebit, go give him a follow. He writes Rust, it's cool. It's fine. But he writes Rust here on Twitch and sometimes plays games, right? We were playing something the other day. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, go give him a follow. And tax evasion, yeah. Like, so, if anybody here watched Last Week Tonight with, I almost said Seth Meyers. With, John Oliver from last night? Balatro, that's what it was. Yeah, there we go. There you go. I've never played Balatro, and I don't think I'm going to start. Because everyone's like, it's addicting. I'm like, okay, good. Don't need to do it. But anyway, so... Well, I can just share the picture, actually, now that I think about it. I shared it with Reconaro, I think. Fuck, we talk a lot. Oh, no, I guess I didn't share it with him. Where the fuck did I share this then? I shared it just straight in normal Discord. That's where it was. So last week tonight, they were talking about, like, corporations not being held accountable for their misdeeds and stuff like that. And, well... So you may know that I used to work at BitMEX. What you may not know is that shortly after I left, the SEC, and I guess it was the FBI, raided all of the founders' houses and arrested all of them for not doing enough to mitigate money laundering. So those charges eventually got changed and stuff, so it was just suing the company for $100 million. But like they had to no longer be active or something in the company, and the company basically got turned over to some German people or company or something, and that's who was running it. This is all after, I believe, this might have been, actually I don't know the exact timing on this, but at some point in there, either before that or after that, they ended up closing the US office and firing all the US employees. But then was it earlier this year? I think it was earlier this year. Trump pardoned them, including the company. So now they don't owe $100 million. So I am 1 degree away from a Trump, or actually I'm, 1 degree away from a Trump pardon from 4 people that were Trump pardoned. So yeah, let's talk about crypto. You want me to buy into crypto? Yeah, no. Been there, done that. I think I got rid of all my BitMEX gear. But I just left their Discord server today too, because I was like, yeah, it's probably time to do this. Nothing's happened there in a long time, but yeah. Balatro's crack, computer crack. Okay, got it. Crypto is supposed to be an alternative to the current financial system. Now we have multiple presidents running crypto scams. Yes, exactly, 100%. Yeah, I think I gave all the BitMEX swag I had to Goodwill. Yeah, pretty sure I did. But yeah, so trying to get me on board with crypto, it's just like, try again, bro. At one point, they wanted to have a trading competition across the employees. When I cashed out those tokens or those Bitcoin on Coinbase, my account got flagged and shut down. Like, let's just go there. Like, I was able to extract my money there, but Coinbase is just like, we're closing your account. We're not going to tell you why, but we're closing your account. Like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't do anything weird, but whatever. How's it going, G-Bone? G-Bone. Welcome, welcome. How are you? But yeah, like, trying to convince me to do anything crypto. Oh, that is not doing your research on your targets. Just not at all. I'm doing all right. We're fixing up some stuff in some of the retro protocols today. Should probably get some other stuff done. But yeah. But yeah. Today's debug day. Yet every day is a debug day. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just look at client auth real quick. Oh. That's stupid. Okay. One step closer to release, though, and trying to break smaller projects out of the piles of randomness I do. Yeah. I do. You're preaching the choir here. All right. So client auth Animadoria said client login 47. Oscar client login.c 47 was the problem. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know that one needs to change. This code is just, well, it's something else, man. That's not the default though. What the hell? So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to log in to, so this should be login dot, oh shit, what the hell is the URL? What else is doing here? Yeah, that'll happen. Okay, so we're supposed to use login.oscar.nina.chat. Login.oscar.nina.chat. That's the server, but the client login is the other problem. Right, so like this is cool. It gets you to this part, but it doesn't get you to the rest of it. There's no other way to find the other thing. She didn't say what it's supposed to go to. Fuck. Oh, api.nina.chat for both login host and API host. Okay. I wonder if that makes sense. Oh. So the problem is, so the client login URL, the AIM login host, this needs to be changed to, wait. What the hell is the other one? How did I forget this already? Oh, wait, now we didn't connect. Oh, right, we're not supposed to connect. Not on this count. Or not on this branch. This code needs some more macros? Yeah, you saw what I pasted to you earlier? Which was this code? And I'm like, this is why I fucking hate macros. Yeah, okay, good. I figured. Oh, yeah. Disable. Okay, new AIM account goes to slogin.oscar.aol.com, which I don't know where the hell that comes from. Does this make sense to you? But it's kind of like, what the fuck? Yeah. It's just... So it gets weird because AIM and ICQ use the same protocol, but like, dude, you could have done this at compile time. They compiled to separate binaries, but this had a liboscar that the ICQ and AIM plugins linked to. But like what we did in RetroPurple was we made liboscar static. And like that would have solved the problem. Or they could have moved this to the stub ones and stuff, but whatever. It's, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's stuff somebody did a long ass time ago. So okay, so Oscar common.h depends on this. Oh, login is secure login. Oh my god. I fucking hate everybody. Why? Why? Just fucking why? This is... Why? Just why? Why would anybody write this? Like... You could write this better than this too, but like, maybe a little bit cleaner than this. But which one of these would you rather read? I mean, it is one function. It's just using a lookup table, a lookup array with hard-coded indices. Oh, yikes. Just... like, an inline ternary to do something if something's null or something, I'm not a fan of it, but I'll tolerate it. This, get fucked. Like, I'm not going to fix it because technically it works, it's fine, but I would never condone this in a pull request. I would not accept this. But it's here, and I'm sure we can find a dozen more of these, and I'm not going to go looking for them right now. Okay. Unwinding how this is used is going to be, yep. Okay. Oscar login, sure. They use lookup tables for everything else. I don't know why they didn't do it here, but whatever. Looks like Perl. Yeah. You nest ternaries, you're going to outright reject your PR? Yeah, yeah. We don't allow nested ternaries anymore. Before you started hanging out here, SWK, we used to have a number of at least triple nested ternaries that whenever somebody would be like, you should use a ternary, I'd be like, no, because this is what happens. This is why we don't allow them. But we've since replaced all of them. Actually, no, we can probably find it real easy. This one's fun. How do you like that one? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nested ternaries. Like, look how hard it was for me to find. All I did was search for question mark. Like these, like I said, these I'm not a fan of, but okay. Right? Okay. Right? Not a big fan, but okay. Like, not a big deal, easy to understand. But no. There's one that's way messier. And it's got multiple indentation levels. Or maybe it was only a purple 3 one. Oh, yeah. Who needs templates when you have ternary operators? Like, the indentation's not even right either. Like, what the fuck? Maybe if it's a tab stop of 8? Maybe? Nope. Like... maybe. There's ones that are worse where we're building strings and shit. Where's the other one? There's... It's possible I skimmed past it too. God, that fucking generated dbus code. Ugh. All right, but either way, you get the idea. These things are all over the place, and it's just no. It's like a auto conf script or something. Marshallers doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't remember where the other ones were, but it's just like, just make a fucking variable, right? Like, for the love of God, please just make a variable. Whatever, you get the idea. If foo equals null, foo null is one of the very few. Yeah, yeah. Although we require braces on bodies now, on all bodies, because, yeah, like, fix compiler warning and libY message, because it was complaining that this, it looks like this line was covered by the if, but it wasn't, because this is 2 tab space indent, but this had like a tab and then spaces. And the compiler's like, yeah, this looks confusing. So yeah, but these lines were indented with spaces when everything else in the file is tabs. So fix that too, and yeah. You hate one line ifs without, okay, yeah. We don't do one line bodies at all, right? So like technically speaking, you can have a function that doesn't need braces, but nobody does that because why would you? And the same goes for ifs, fors, whiles, right? And all of them in Pidgin 3, Purple 3, all of them have to have braces now. Like, if you don't do it, we're not going to accept it. Just end of story. All right. So where the hell do we grab the API server from here? If the brace goes on the same line as if, while, etc. Yeah. For us, unless we have to word wrap. That's right. So this is right, unless, like, we try not to wrap ifs because that just gets really hard to read, right? But like if you have to wrap a function, which we're not seeing, right? But yeah, so like here, the way we would traditionally do this now is this, right? Because this creates a separation between the body and the parameters, whereas when you're just reading, oh shit. Right now, when you're just reading this normally, if you're just skimming the left side, you're like, fuck, that's a lot of conditionals, right? And then you're like, wait, there's only one line in the body, right? So when we wrap, we do that. But, you know, styles, whatever. Some stuff works better for other people, whatever, it's fine. All right. So, we check if Oscar has a valid name. Then we set ICQ to true if that equals that. You fix it by not wrapping so short. In 25 we can do, yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have visually impaired people or people that just like to have bigger fonts, right? Because this is 80 for me. Right? This line is at 80. Because like yeah, this is so much easier on my eyes than going down to like an 8-point font. I mean, so am I. Right? But I meant somebody who's like mostly blind. Right? Because a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll crank up the tabs and the font size. All right. It's not right at arm's length in front of me. You can't see shit. Oh, that's not good. Well, here's my arm length, plus my water bottle. I'm still not touching my screen. I've almost got the camera, but I don't have the screen. Last time I got an eye exam at the DMV, they told me they're going to get it go this time, but the next time you better have your glasses. Yeah, they didn't. So I just had to redo my driver's license. They didn't do an eye test, but they said the next one. And I was like, the last one was 8 years ago. Okay. Whatever. Oh, do they start doing it more often when you get over 50? Like, my next one, I'll be over 50. I'll be 51 at my next one. So they're required every time you renew. Okay. Huh. All right, we get the login type. When SSL was still optional. Those were the days. The new login method called client login. It is similar, though not the same as what AIM 6 series used to authenticate. AIM 5 and 9 use MD5 hash login procedure called BUCK-P. This authentication method is used for both ICQ and AIM when client login is not enabled. Okay, so we don't do anything at this point except call send client login, which is somewhere here. Function sends a request to api.screenname.aol.com/client login with the user's username and password. Receives the user's session key, which is used to connect to the Bosch server. Okay, so I wonder if that makes more sense. To just use the API server. So like we have this separate session URLs. And like that's going to be different. Um So people have created their own server. So there's Nina Chat, there's Retro AIM server. There was another one called AIM Phoenix. Those are all AIM and ICQ and stuff. There is MSN Escargot or just Escargot, which also does Yahoo and I forget what else. So you can run and host these yourselves. And as you might imagine, people have been trying to run Pidgin against them, and it doesn't work because we're hard coded to the official stuff. So we're trying to, make it work by fixing that, and yeah. So what all happens here? So we need to send a host header here too. But we don't exactly know the host at the moment, but that's okay. And we do. It's got to be in here somewhere. Okay, so it calls get client login URL, and that's where it gets the URL from. But we need to pull that out earlier so we can get the damn host too. Gonna lose the hard-coded DNS names and make them the setting with the default. Yeah, that's roughly what it is. But it's not exactly that straightforward by the looks of it. So we already did the changes to make for it to work with Kerberos, because AIM supported Kerberos. So like that was really easy. And oh, okay, that one got merged. This one didn't yet. Right. So the Kerberos settings change is if you go into your AIM settings with this version of the protocol with this patch, right? And you set your server to kdc.uas.nina.chat, change the port to 443, and set authentication mode to Kerberos, you'll be able to connect, right? And like the changes here were minimal. So we got rid of this old encode password bullshit. This was a bug, at least according to Nina. And they've been pretty good about everything, so I'm going to take their word for it there. And who knows how many people have used Kerberos with Pidgin in the last 10 years, 20 years, who knows? So then we just store the host name here because, so we don't XOR the password, right? We just send the normal password. And then we grab the host name because we were not setting the host header in our HTTP request. And boom, now we can connect to Nina, right? That one was easy. That's why I did that one first, because it's just like, oh, okay, cool. We can do the Kerberos auth. We don't have to worry about these other URL stuff like that. The problem is because this protocol plugin was built to work with both ICQ and AIM, shit's way more complicated than it needs to be, right? So like the get client login URL, this is the nonsense we were looking at with the macros, right? So here's the client login URL, here's this deal, right? Just like, oh, but like more importantly, and what I think we're gonna do here is, wait, who else calls this? Does anybody else even call this? This has got to get called multiple times. Generate error message. There's 8 matches for this. Okay. I think what I want to do here is just drop the things onto the client info or whatever the hell the Oscar data is. I don't know what the Oscar data stream is. Right? So like we just look it up once and instead of calling this function all the time to get it, and then we just have it on the object, right? That seems to make more sense. Oscar data. Yeah, so like if we just put like a login URL and well actually huh. Oh, we use circular buffers for AIM outgoing too. Interesting. This is all in client login. This stuff isn't anywhere else. So we've got client login URL. There's 8 matches for that. And most of the time it's for error messages. Get API. No, what is the other one? Get start Oscar session URL. There's 9 of these. There's nothing specific about the client auth, right? I don't think so. So the problem is I need some place to store these. That's the problem. To actually make it, you know, work dynamically, rather than just, you know, changing the hard coding from one value to another. The Retro AM server guy just responded saying he got tripped up on the 0504 change too. Or 03, whatever. The one that's supposed to be 04. I'm like, wait. The same thing we did? Oh, that was half an hour ago. All right. How the shit do we want to do this? I hope that was Slater. Hold on. Actually, we're gonna take a break. I gotta go pee and I need to get water. There's ads in 5 minutes, but I've been holding it a while. I'll be right back. All right. I have no idea what that noise was because Slater's in the other room sleeping. So, I don't know. I got nothing. All right. Oh, that's a shitty idea, but it's an idea. Um, so the places where we have this, we've got a game connection. We pull the protocol data out of the Oscar data. Never mind. Look at this fucking thing. How many characters long is that? It's quite the initializer at I don't know what column it. Oh, at 137 characters wide. uh, well, we might still be able to do this. Oh no, this okay. Never mind. Never mind. We'd have to put this on the Oscar data itself, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but 2.34. That's too new, but that's okay. That's just a helper function, anyways. We can still do the other stuff the hard way. These aren't used anywhere else. So what part of me wants to do is just update the this is kind of a shit idea, but it's maybe okay. Maybe not. So like if we checked, no, this isn't even right. Fuck. Never mind. All right, this is a different URL even. Does Oscar Data have the accounts? Well, that's a flap connection. Oh, go back. That's where I wanted. As the connection. So the gross idea, but easy idea, is if we instead said something like, sir, const car star server equals null, server equals purple account get string odg. Oh, that's not gonna matter. Whatever. Yeah, we'll leave it as default. Yeah, so we won't care. Right. Then we can say if purple stir equal server comma like I'm not a fan of this necessarily, but this would be effective and it'd be easier for users. This is the login URL, and Animadoria said they use API.nina.chat for both. All right, always we fall back to this one. Likewise. Yeah, so, right, yeah. So, other things we do in our code is that the function always starts on a line by itself. Then you just have the return type, then you can find the function names easier. Or at least it appears that you can find them easier. Now, like, I don't like hard coding this way. This might be a good first step for this, then we put a ticket in to fix it better. But so like anybody can run their own retro aim server. So they're going to need a way to do both, right? But like this will fix Nina immediately, which is cool, but is not quite what we want. But yeah, so this should just work with Nina now. All right, so if I go over here, I change this to whatever the hell it was over here. Login.oscar.whatever, port 5190. And I say client login. And enable. Server close connection. Great, thanks. Gave it 200 to all that. Then we reconnected to something and then it died. What the shit? Well, is it possible my password's wrong? I did change it around a lot. I don't know that we necessarily set it back right. Okay. So whatever my password is in one password is right. Purple Nina accounts.xml. Yeah, that's it. It's 8 characters long. It should be fine. So yeah, I don't know why the server's complaining. Yeah, I don't know. Let's leave this where this is right now. And we can come back to it later. The Kerberos stuff works for now. This would be ideal if it worked. Like I said, I'm not sure why it's failing though, but whatever. We'll come back to that later. By later, I mean not today. Because there's other stuff I want to get into as soon as possible. Uh, do, do, do. Um, okay, so MK6I is saying. Okay, that is the Kerberos code, yeah. But yeah, so the problem here right now is we need to have connection-specific URLs, and there's nowhere to store them. But yeah, the ICQ thing's a real fucking pain with this, though. Store them in the registry? Yes. And deconf. But alright, anyway, so enough of this for now. We'll come back to that later. I don't know what I saved here, so nope, don't save. Alright. Kitchen clean. Pidgin. Alright, so we need to get the... Well, we don't need to do it right... Well... Didn't I start a... I think I started a branch for that. So we have the scheduler and everything in here. I started the docs for that. Conf members, 5 first. Architecture docs. Oh, we were going to do that first. So we tried to make purple tags very simple. And just work with string values. And that's cool, but it's also a real fucking pain in the ass. So... we have add with value. So I was trying to avoid doing the int, bool, and string settings for all of this. But so I started working on this, and I guess I didn't save it. But I started working on the auto reconnect stuff. And I guess I got far enough where I was like, well, shit. I have to keep creating strings and stuff like that for incrementing and an int and shit because of the tags are just strings. And I don't want to change that, but the thing is, like, I want to put helpers in there. But the tags API is kind of crap. So, tags is an object that can be used to keep track of arbitrary tags on objects. Tags are simple strings that use the first colon to delimit a value. For example, foo is a tag with just a name and no value, but foo : bar is a tag with a name and value. Also, foo : is still considered a name and a value, but the value is an empty string. Please note this distinction when API calls for a name versus a tag, which would be the name and the value. And this... Oh, both the tag name and value. Okay, yeah. Tags, lookup. The name of the tag to check. Okay, yep. So like tags aren't used a whole lot. They're said a lot, but they're not. There's not a whole lot of them actual being used. Um, Text of all the tags in Needle can be found. Oh yeah. But so the idea here is the scheduler. So the account manager would look for when an account gets disconnected, and then add a scheduled task in X amount of time to. Well, okay. So the idea is the. Actually, didn't I create a ticket for this? And I was talking about it. I did some work on this. I know that much. And why is this zoomed all fucking weird? There we go. Okay. I talked about this somewhere. With Pidgin 18, whatever. This gets much easier. Instead of properties, we can use a tag on the account for the retry attempt. We'd make these non-persistent tasks so that the accounts will attempt to connect again at startup, as we don't know how long we've been offline, and we could have switched networks or something that allows us to connect immediately. Well, yeah, that doesn't make sense anyways. But yeah, so the idea is we would store this on the tags in the account. So when an account gets connected, we set the tag to 0. And then when it gets disconnected, or when connect fails, we set it to 0, or we increment it. Yeah, that's all this needs to be. The problem is we have to keep doing A to I bullshit on the thing because we need an int. And I don't want to have to keep doing that in code all over the place. All right, well. Why did we do a G list anyways? Huh. Okay. Let's... We're going to do this first. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. All right, so real add, remove, okay, that's fine. Add the new tag, G pointer array, I think it's append. So one of the reasons we wanted this to do strings, or have a string object, is so that it could implement glist model. But we can implement glist model with just a G pointer array anyways. So I don't know why we didn't do that. Maybe I wrote this before we knew how that worked pretty well. And that's pretty much, that's, you know, probably the case. This is not a glist model yet. So what we're gonna do in this pull request is we're gonna move this to G pointer array, make sure the test will pass, and then we're gonna make it a list model. And then we'll go from there. That's going to be important to be there in a minute. Int I equals 0. I is less than tags length. I plus plus. Car star e tag. I don't know why it's G car. That one got missed. Equals G pointer array index tags I. G pointer array remove index index. We don't care about freeing because that'll get handled here in a second. Tags, I. Fuck it, just do not G list. Well, it's gonna fail horribly. We'll have to add that stuff in here, and it's okay. G clear pointer tags G pointer array unref, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sure, that can be in dispose, who cares? Actually, this should be in finalize. Okay. Oh, and then this becomes tags, it goes G pointer array new full. We're gonna assume 0 items. Okay, so it's a GU int. We should be able to say euro. 0. That looks fine. Why do we return a found here? Fucked up. Okay. Okay. Yep. Look up. I don't know why we didn't return the position. We probably can. How many people are using this? The protocol chooser. No, whatever. We'll leave it this way for now. Say some additional logical. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess because otherwise we have to check it here. But whatever. Gives a shit. Oh, that's not what I meant. GU int I equals 0. I is less than tags length I plus plus. That's G point array index tags I. What the hell? Do. Are we? Oh no. Oh, okay. That calls real remove. I was like, are we done? No. Don't know how I didn't delete that. Okay. G pointer index tags I. One more here for GU and I equals 0, I is less than tags length I plus plus index tags I. One more, of course. There's always one more. GU and I equals 0. Oh, yep. I is less than needle tags length I plus plus needle tag this. Okay, yep. Needle tag equals G pointer array index needle tags I. Well, of course, never get them all. 160. A 50-cent kill G unit? Huh? What is the problem here? Oh, that's not the wrong. Okay, well, 312. Oh. G pointer array remove all or something? Oh, G unit joke. Gotcha. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so there's no like clear, or maybe there's a clear. Empty. Oh, all right, whatever. Just remove range 0 length. There you go. Boom. Next. 319. Yep, look at that. Missed these ones clearly. Yeah, I don't tend to listen. That's not my style of music. So I don't know anything about it. So I probably wasn't going to get it. Sorry to have ruined your joke. Oh. Oh, ooh. Uh-huh. All right. Well, for now. $370. And well, that's dumb. And I is less than tags length -1. Yeah, we're gonna fail some test about get all. Yeah. And get multiple test tags 446. Yeah, all tags. All right, this is okay. This is fine. Because now we're going to implement glist model. And yeah. Oh, no, this is the problem. Oh. Damn it. No, it's probably fine. So if we have to return a burb string object. That's the problem. That's the main difference, the main problem here. We could hack around this for the moment. It'd be gross, but it'd work. But yeah, all right. We just did this somewhere. Scheduler. Verb type string object. Purple tags star tags equals purple tags. List. Item. Purple tags equals purple. Tags list. Purple tag star tag equals null. And this should all say tags. Position is less than tags. Tag equals tags. We ref the tag. We return the tag. Okay. So technically speaking, this should compile. The tests aren't going to pass, but oh yeah, it didn't include. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be burp string object. You actually redeemed the points. Thank you. You know, it's supposed to be a meme, right? It's supposed to, like, stop people from doing it. But either way, I'm glad to see it actually got used properly. You got 300,000 points by the time I burn the fuckers? Yeah, yeah. If you got ideas for other things to do to redeem points, let me know. Like, I got nothing. I had an idea of, like, I don't know, maybe for 10 million points, we can add you in as a contact to the demo protocol plugin. For 10 million? Right, because, like, something like that's got to be rare, right? So, yeah. All right, so that's there. So this is going to get much harder because making this a G object is going to make it harder. All right, so let's start here. This, yep, G pointer array unref, yep, that's fine. This becomes G object unref now. All that's fine. We need to G signal or G list model items changed model. Position should be -1, 0 removed, 1 added. The remove is actually going to do the other one. G list model items changed, G list model tags. Position here is I. 1 removed, 0 added. Okay. Lookup exists, new, get, add. That calls real add, real add. Yeah, that removes the existing tag and then creates a new one. Okay, yep. I think that's all we have to do for those. But we've got to adjust a bunch of this yet. All right, so instead of gstrudup tag here, we need to say burb string object new. So that part's done. That's easy. So real remove name value. I don't know why the value. Oh yeah, because we built the whole thing. Okay. Does I don't remember the API for this at all? Docs.ironfreedom.org burb classes string object new. Okay, we did put an equal. Checks 2 string objects contain the same string. Argument can be null. Argument can be null. Okay. I'm sure we made them nullable. If burb string object equal. All right, yeah, because the removing a tag, you have to do the whole thing. Which, don't we ever remove by name or something? Looking at this API, I feel like it just was not well thought out and just kind of thrown together. Not that I'd ever do that, never just throw an API together. Verb string object tag equals that equals verb string object get string tag. Verb string object star tag. Let's just this is obj for now. Where'd all your points go? Down to like 30. I don't know. I don't think I can delete them, so don't look at me. Oh, actually, so hold on. I can look for redemption. There's probably a better way to do this. Oh, you did a lose the glasses 11 days ago. And that costs 100,000. So that's probably where your points went. Yeah, that probably was it. It was I wasn't screwing anybody over. You just redeemed 100,000 points. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So this doesn't actually expose the burb object, which I'm not. You still cast blame? Yeah, I mean it's my stream after all. If it wasn't for me having this stream, you wouldn't have spent the points, right? Um. Yeah, this is gonna break with this too. All right, we're gonna break a whole lot of stuff here, and that's okay. Look up here is gonna give you the verb string object. There's not a ton of stuff using this, so I'm not super duper worried about it, but. So like the majority of the API here is going to stick to using just strings. But you know, we'll return the object for the lookup thing. Because always we'll do lookup int, lookup string, lookup whatever, right? And yeah. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. We're reusing tag. Your boss is emailing you at 12:30. Do you have a boss? I didn't think you had a boss. New private peering. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, is the CEO really a boss? I mean, yes, but like when you're C-level, is the CEO a boss? Depends on the environment, I think is the answer. Okay, so get will also return this. Remove all, get counts. Report through him to the board. Okay, yeah. Oh, fair. Get all gets deleted. Yeah. Get all with name. Ugh. I don't think anybody's running this. Yeah. I think the idea was to use that for groups. Um, but we're gonna skip that for now. I think what we might do instead is do like a filter with name, or even get all with name. But like a filter with name would just return a new tags object with all of the ones that have the same name, right? And then you have a tags object to work with. It's great work with people that are high on the Dunning-Kruger scale. Nice. Okay, I think we're mostly okay here. Like, I know we broke a bunch of stuff. That's okay. We're gonna fix those. Conversation manager, get all's gone. Yep. Purple tags.c. Okay, yep. 67. Oh, yep, that's not right. This should be a verb string object star e tag, existing tag. Etog. $67, still busted. Yeah, that's dumb. Okay, that's fine. Const car star existing equals no. Equals no. E tag equals this. Existing equals verb. String object get string. E tag. If verb string equal existing comma tag. Oh, we just. Oh, that's right. Okay. And then 262. Right. This one's kind of used, I think. It's value of name if it exists in tags. If found is non-null, will be set to true if name was found. Returns the value of the first tag matching name. If there's no value, null is returned. Yeah, I think I'm okay leaving this as a string. Was this was, yeah, I guess this is const car star. This is going to cause another error, though. It's 280. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Conversation manager. For GUint I equals 0. Why don't we do this? Oh, we'll just do it this way. I'll do both. Model equals G list model tags. And items equals G list model get and items model less than n items I plus plus verb string object star obj equals null tag equals null obj equals glist model get item model I tag equals verb string object get string obj clear object oh wait, hold on. There's a better way to do this. There you go. Problem solved. Oh, yeah, and then right here we can do G clear object. Cool. Test tags is all fucked up. That's okay. Some test minus V tags. 434. G unit. So then no G unit 10 items equals sure. Model equals G list model tags and items equals G list model get n items model. No. G assert compare uint and items comma equals length. Verb string object equals G list. Oh. G list model get item model I value equals verb string object get string obj. That shouldn't matter. Whatever, we'll leave it. Who gives a shit? G clear object obj. Oh, I doesn't exist anymore. Not in that scope. It's gone. I fucked up and didn't put GUint in there. Whoops. 440. I forgot to remove the the initializer equals null. Get all with name is gone. Get all with name. We deleted it. Yeah, so like this makes sense. Let's just build it. It's not hard. Where was it in the code though? So we'll put it back in the same spot, even though it's going to be different. Right after get all, but that got removed, which was right after get count. I really want to reorganize all these, but we're not going to do it right now. But instead, it's going to return a purple tags star. Purple tags get all with name. Let's rename it to filter name. Or get all with name, sure. Who gives a shit? Right. Okay, yep. This will never return null unless G return valid fail is tags null. No, and if name is null, right? We probably have that in here. Yeah. Return val if fail. Burb stir is empty. Name no. Kind of feel like we should have done burb stir is not empty, so that we don't have to have the not there. But whatever. Alright, for GU int I is equals 0, I is less than tags, length I plus plus, and then this was just checking, this is the thing to split the name, right? Oh, okay, no. So then we got burb, string object star equals null, car star stir equals null, equals G pointer array index tags, oops, tags I stir equals burb string object get string if G stir has prefix stir comma name. Oh, weird. Why did we... Okay, I guess we stored name length ahead of time. That's fine. Do we store it as a G? No, we just size T. Size T name length equals 0. Name length equals stir length of name. Okay, then we start the iteration. Cause car star value equals tag string plus name length. Make sure this is a tag with no value, and that we didn't get a partial match on the name. If this looks broken. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're abusing the null terminator in the name length? No, that doesn't make sense either. What the fuck? All these should start with a colon. Right, so if we took the tag, the string value, and we incremented past name length, we should be at the colon each time. Like, this should say tag plus 1. No, this doesn't even use value. No, shit, I'm dumb. We use value just to check if it's null terminator that. Okay. Ugh. String manipulation in C. Still a pain in the ass, even when you've been doing it forever. Why is this broken? It's not. It's doing exactly what the fuck it's supposed to be doing. And I'm just being dense. Ugh. Alright, then we say purple tags add. Oh, but this is get all, so we don't want to call this directly. Yeah, we don't want to call purple tag. We want to say G pointer array add tags G burb string object new tag. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's nothing but string manipulation and see. Yeah. Oh, and I want to write my own zip stack. I define stack. I want to write a parser and something that parses those messages and sends them off to people. Because I still have to wire up all the other shit myself. But yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay. I'm like, to me, that's just, yeah. That's 2 items, which I guess 2 items is a stack, but it's a short stack. And to be clear, I don't want to write my own zip stack. I don't want to. I don't know that I have a choice. It's a new tags object with all tags that are named name. Transfer full. We don't have to use element type here anymore. A new tags object with all of the matching tags. Note this always returns a new tags object, even if no tags matched. Yeah. Yeah, I still have to rewrite the rest of this, but that's fine. What do we break here? Tag undeclared 395. Oh, right, because it's stir now. Oh, it's much better. No allocation. Actually, I want to look at that real quick. G ref string. Damn. Okay. Type that for a reference kind of string. Your pointer G ref string can be treated like a standard car star array by all code, but additionally have a G ref string star methods called on it. Methods cannot be called. If using G ref string with auto cleanups, G auto pointer must be used rather than G auto free, but the reference counting metadata is also freed. G ref string. I was like, maybe this is an object, and it's not. Yeah, it's fine. I'm willing to bet these probably work a lot like the I forget what they're called, but the strings in Redis, where there's extra metadata at the start of it, and like the new function returns a car star, but there's actually a couple bytes before it that have additional data. And then there's just a whole lot of fucking pointer mucking around to make it work. Test 463. All right. Purple tag star filtered equals null. Tags equals purple tags new. Filtered equals that. Verb assert list or count list model. What the hell's the damn thing? Assert list model and items. List model filtered 0. G clear object filtered. Okay, that's fine. We should get rid of named because we don't. Both those are gonna go away. Tags new, purple tags, add, expected group, colon, group A. Ugh. Expected tags. Apparently, I didn't control X that correctly somehow. We don't need to do that because we're going to do G assert true purple tags because we should have already tested it. Yeah, purple tags contains. What's the order of this? Needle's the second one, right? Yeah. Checks if all the tags and needle can be found in tags. And then we'll double check the length, and that should cover everything. So filtered, comma expected. G clear object expected. G. I guess it's this way. G assert compare uint G list model, or we can just do verb assert list model n items filtered, comma 3. We can get rid of that. We done broke something. We infinite looped somewhere. It's probably in contains. Or get all with name. It's one of those. It's probably get all with name. But that looks fine. Oh, yeah, we haven't actually tried compare yet. Or contains. That looks fine. What's the infinite loop here? $3.95. Whoops. That'll do it. Oh, I didn't need GDB. Whatever. Run. Yay, look at that. Alright, wait. We did not pass because contains failed. Filtered. Purple tags to string filtered. G message expected. Purple tags to string expected. What's the other argument? Oh, a separator. Well, that makes sense. Oh. Where's my actual message? Oh. ToString is fucked up. That's clear. That one is also failing. So I have to fix that before I can debug the rest. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Contains is failing. It might have similar problems to ToString. Yeah. And now we pass. Yay! Yay, cool. I was like, why are there two tests running? All right. I'm not super happy with this API, but it's okay. It's no worse than it was. So that's fine, right? Not the end of the world. All right, so there's a ticket for this. So, like, we are actually getting work done that we need to get done. Deprecate purple tags, get all. Great purple tag. Just gonna use verb string object because we don't really need any of the other features right now. Boom. Yep. Okay. And apparently I closed purple tag. But it's not, whatever. It's fine. All right, so. This is totally not what was on my agenda tonight, but that's okay. Okay. Tags, list model. Convert purple dot tags to AG IO dot list model. The rest of this API probably use a good once over, and we should organize it to our current standard, but this at least gets it moving. Keep her moving. Do. 4088. Not sure why the zoom's all fucked up. You thought I was a musician from The Offspring? What? Because I have a mohawk? That's racist, man. Oh, yeah, I'll just get rid of the G car stuff. Were there G ints in here? Probably. No, no, I don't want it. None there. None there. None there. Good. Why is the indentation so different? I don't understand. The for loop's still at the same level. The has prefix is there. Alright, whatever. Ooh. Alright. There's one more thing I want to do tonight. Pidgin conf member.h. Alright, we'll start in the C file. Conf member.c. Prop show status. Sure. Do. Not sure this is going to stay, but it's been annoying enough to me that I want to turn it off in conversations. Right, so in Pidgin conversation UI, this calls out to... No, where the shit is it? Oh, so for conversation member, the Pidgin presence icon, we want to do binding name equals show presence. Yeah. Lookup name equals. Oh, no, this is not what we want at all. Visible. Name equals show presence. Pidgin conversation number. Right, so then in conversation.ui, I think it's here. Or no, it's Pidgin message, my bad. Pidgin message.ui. Edited, timestamp. No, where the fuck are messages? Oh, yeah, that should be it. Property name equals show presence. False. So right now, every message shows the presence, and it gets to be a bit much. And maybe this goes away later, and that's fine. But right now, this will turn it off, which will be much appreciated. Show presence. Oh, to make this work though. Yeah, we need just that much to make this work. Pidgin conversation member get show presence. Case prop show presence. Pidgin conversation member set show presence member g value get boolean value do. Whether or not the presence of the user should be shown. Properties, prop, conversation member, prop, show presence. G prospect object, show presence. No. True. G param. Read write. G param. Static strings. G param. Explicit notify. All right. Apparently I didn't actually do that part. Alright, whatever. We'll get it to in a minute. G-Boolean, show presence. G return if fail is member. If member show presence is not equal to show presence. Member show presence equals show presence. G object notified by piecebag. G object member properties prop show presence. Yep. A few more things we need. How's it going, Ivanhoe? Welcome, welcome. How are you? You might be in an ad immediately. Sorry. I will say hi when the ad is done. Actually, I'm going to go grab water. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And Ivanhoe, not sure if you were in an ad or not, but welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Why? Weird. Okay. I don't remember why we did that, but all right. You're in an ad? Yeah. Fine, child. Yeah, I'm doing all right. We did some retro purple stuff earlier. The AIM protocol can now connect to Nina chat if you use Kerberos with the pull request that's on GitHub. Um, no. Presents? What do we... Present.com, there we go. What the hell do we name this thing? You got second 3 hours and 40 minutes into the stream. People are slacking. G object bind property. Wait, I don't need to do any of this. What am I thinking about? This is already bound here. The visible properties bound is, yeah, I don't have to do any of this. Hell, I don't even need this that I thought I did. I'm just being dumb. That's part of the reason for the property bindings in the UI files, is so you don't need to do all that shit. I have a property now. It's registered. It's there. Oh, we were going to make it default to true. Member dash show presence equals true, because that's what we set in the property. Yep. That's just to make sure. All right, in theory, that'll work. Oh, no. I didn't get rid of the bind child. And we don't need presence icon. We just need show presence. Although in theory, we could, well, whatever, leave it as separate property. I'm like, we could just pass it through to the other one. We don't have to actually store it. Oh, I didn't write prototypes for these. We're just going to make sure this compiles and works right, then we'll come back and get the docs in a second. What did I break? Oh. Whoops. Yeah, that's a problem. I told it to create gparam spec object instead of gparam spec boolean. So, yep. Not going to work. All right, so... Oh, yeah, I forgot this lag. I think it's IRC refresh. I gotta run this through sysprof or something. Yeah, cool. So, look, now there's no status icons here. Yay! But over here, status icons! Yay! That's been driving me nuts. Table showing the and messages as a show presence property to Pidgin.conversation member, which defaults to true, but Pidgin.message turns it off. Okay. There's no issue for this one. It's just been something that's been annoying me. Oh. 4089. Connected to an IRC chat server and verified the messages in the status window. Window did not have a presence icon, but the members in the member list did. Call in the turtles. Cool. All right. Oh, Ryu's on too. All right. Well, either way, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go raid Mr. Togglebit. He did show up in stream today. That was cool. Just good to see him. If you don't want to join the raid, you can go ahead and hit cancel above chat. Otherwise, YouTube. This is his YouTube. Is he multi-streaming? I don't see a live thing here on his front page, so I don't know. All right, well, we're going over here. But, anyways, be sure to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification bell for your desired level of notificationery. In the meantime, you can find links to all my social media right over here. I do post on my Mastodon when I'm going to go live. And if you want to join us on the officially unofficial Pidgin Discord, you can find that right over here as well. So, thank you everybody for coming by tonight. And until next time, adios.